Dirk Nowitzki with the tweet yesterday, came home from China to all these cameras at the airport. I thought to myself, man, I still got it. Turns out they were there for Zeke. And Ezekiel Elliott made the grand return yesterday from Cabo, Chris Sims, and word just broke.
Yeah.
Moments ago, courtesy of ESPN, confirmed by NFL media. Everybody's going to be confirming it and reconfirming it and unconfirming it. The 6-year extension for Ezekiel Elliott is done.
Wow.
And hey, look, we knew it was moving in this direction yesterday. I was told early afternoon there was already talk that it was done. 6 years, $90 million, and that's exactly what it is. 6 years, $90 million gets him to $15 million a year on average. They came back yesterday to Texas. His agent, Rocky Arsenault, told reporters it's very, very close. They just had a few. Look, a deal like this is complicated.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You got some things you got to button up.
Right.
And there's always going to be that last little victory.
Yeah.
You want to get one. You want to justify your existence as the agent or as the person negotiating on behalf of the team. Just that extra little thing, extra little pop. And somebody blinked. They found a win-win. They got it done. And now Zeke will be at practice today. And the question is, will he be ready for Sunday?
Yeah. Well, we'll unpack this as we start the show. But I mean, I'm pumped as a football fan. I mean, come on.
We have started the show. What are you talking about?
When we get into
you think this is rehearsal?
the nuts and bolts of things, right? I mean, because there's so many things I do want to talk about. It is interesting, and it looks like Zeke did something that was fairly team-friendly here with the structure of the deal, at least just at first look of it. But I'm pumped as a football fan. I mean, I think we both agree Dallas Cowboys are a team that has a Super Bowl roster. Yeah, we question Kellen Moore at OC and all that, but Zeke is the man for that team at running back, and now this squarely puts them in that Super Bowl conversation. We have no doubts. And now Jerry's off the hook, because he can go, oh, no, I paid everybody. We're there. We're ready to play.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. But at least they're there for the most part. Right
and the next guy to watch is going to be Dak Prescott,
Yep.
because there are people who think that whatever the best offer is that's on the table as of Saturday, he's going to take it.
Yeah.
He's not going to play this year for $2 million with what else
could happen.
he could get.
Yeah,
All right, we got 2 hours of Pro Football Talk Live from Chicago. It starts right now. It's a Wednesday edition of Pro Football Talk Live, and here we are in Chicago for the rest of the week. And I love Chicago.
I do too.
It is awesome here.
Definitely one of my top 3 cities for me.
And we're here for obvious reason. Tomorrow night, the Packers and the Bears get together at Soldier Field to start the NFL's 100th season. But the big news, look, we got to get right to it. This is fresh off the presses, and I first caught wind of this yesterday, that a 6-year, $90 million extension for Ezekiel Elliott was done, if not close to being done. I was then told by someone with direct knowledge of the negotiations it was close. Elliott's agent, Rocky Arsenault, later said on the record to reporters when Elliott returned from Mexico that the deal was very, very close. Now it's very, very done. 6-year, $90 million extension, $15 million per year average in new money. You throw in what he was already due to make. He's due to make $12 million over the next 2 years. It's about $12.75 million per year at signing, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But he is committed to the team for 8 years.
Okay.
They're not committed to him for 8 years. He's committed to them for 8 years. That is a hell of a commitment for a guy to make. I mean, especially with salary cap going up, market changing. More dollars available from TV, et cetera. 8-year commitment, a lot to do, but it gets him to the number that he wanted to be at.
Gets him to the number he wanted to be at. He wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. I truly do believe that. And Mike, you and I both know this. The contract's really about the first 3 years. I mean, really, and what kind of money is he going to see within those first 3 years? That's all he's really concerned about at this point. I mean, really, he just wants his big payday for 3, maybe 4 years, he's hoping, and then we'll see where he's at, body-wise, wear and tear, you know, all the car crashes we talk about, the style of play in which he runs between the tackles. So that is really the big thing. But I still, kudos to Zeke Elliott for, like I said, at base value, it looks like he did something good for the team. Kudos to the Jones family. I mean, I think they've really realized, and a little bit like Matt LaFleur yesterday with like the audible thing, where he tells everybody, hey, the audible's there, because it takes the pressure off of him. Now it's in Aaron Rodgers' court. You got the audibles. Let's see how the offense goes. Jerry Jones, I feel like it's the same way. He's going, yep. Okay, I got the team out there, so it's not my fault. Nobody's going to blame me if we start out 0-1 or 0-2. And I think at a base level, he kind of is happy to get that pressure off himself, too.
But, you know, Chris, if this is where they're going to end up anyway, why not get it done before training camp? Why not engage and treat the start of training camp as the deadline so your guy is fully prepared? Because even though Elliott will be there and he will benefit from Wednesday practice, Thursday, Friday, all the preparation, he still hasn't been around the team since the offseason program. Now, he was there for the offseason program. A lot of holdouts, the guy's not there at all.
Right.
He had the benefit of the early installation of the Kellen Moore offense, so he's not coming in completely cold.
Right.
But Marshall Faulk, who's helped train Ezekiel Elliott, recently said there's no substitute for contact.
No.
He's got to get himself, he's got to get that callus. Jim Harbaugh calls it the callus.
Yeah.
He's got to get that callus back on his body quickly. And it could cause some issues early in the year.
Yeah,
and if he gets injured, you know what we're going to say.
No, there's no doubt. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Okay, but it's a dangerous position, and I don't expect Ezekiel Elliott to be like 100% hitting on all cylinders, the best running back in football week 1 without any live contact drills or any carries and team-on-team scrimmage scenarios. Again, we've talked about this a lot with different running backs and Le'Veon Bell last year especially. It takes a few weeks to get into football shape. You can push sleds and run wind sprints and do all the conditioning you want. But when you have to break a tackle from, Fletcher Cox and then juke out Bobby Wagner and then run for another 20 yards after it, that's a whole different type of shape along with the intensity and everything that goes along with it. So I think they would be smart with Ezekiel Elliott in week 1. I would hope they don't run him 25, 30 times. I think they have a little plan to kind of get him in shape. Like Jerry said, what did Jerry just tell us last week? Okay, don't break from what you said, Jerry. Okay, what is it? You remember? He goes, I want him for the playoff stretch. Okay, so now you got him. Don't forget, don't overuse him right away. I know you don't think
that wasn't what he was talking about.
Well, it still should hold true.
Right.
It shouldn't matter. Don't wear his butt out in week 1 and 2. Let him get ready for the season a little bit.
Well, they got Tony Pollard ready to go.
Right, it's on your fantasy team.
That's right, on both of them. I was excited until Zeke signed. And let me tell you the other thing, too. I was talking about this earlier on radio. Zeke not being signed was so good for business. It really was. I was hoping this would last another day or two because I look at the stories like, my God, they're through the roof because everybody wants to know what's happening with Zeke. Well, now he's
Certainly
signed.
Wasn't your writing that they were tuning in.
No, they want the information. They don't care about the writing.
Right.
But, it's a big story. I mean, people are interested in the Cowboys. They are still America's team, even though they haven't been to a Super Bowl in 24 years. And Zeke is the straw that stirs the drink. So the straw has been reinserted into the drink, and Zeke Elliott is back.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.